What's up guys, it's Tom here and welcome to a brand new Liverpool news video. And it looks like Liverpool will extend the contracts of Mo Salah, Trent and Virgil van Dijk, and in this video we will take a deep look at the latest news around Liverpool FC and why it's really important and really vital that Arne Slot will start his Liverpool managerial career with all these three big players signed on a new contract. And Will Lancaster is reporting, as you can see, that Arne Slot is going to prioritize new contracts as first Liverpool task to extend Mo Salah's contract, especially because Mo Salah, after the season ended, he tweeted, you can see his official Twitter account tweeted, "We know that trophies are what count and we will do everything possible to make that happen next season. Our fans deserve it and we will fight like hell." So this is not a player that looks like he wants to leave. This is a player who wants to stay, and this is pretty much confirmed that Mo Salah will stay at Liverpool next season. But Liverpool want to extend his contract beyond next season. Salah is still at the peak of his powers, and Arne Slot will prioritize securing Van Dijk, Salah, Trent to new contracts to ensure Liverpool's competitiveness. That's what the newspapers are reporting. And if you enjoy this new style of video where I will go more in depth with a lot more graphics and a lot more information on your screen, make sure to leave a like. I need your support on these videos. So let's get this video to 200 likes if you enjoy this new format. And Trent Alexander-Arnold's renewal is also crucial due to his age, that he's only 25 years old. He's a local youth academy player and he's a future potential captain. He's already the vice captain of Liverpool. And Francois Plateau, who is a sports journalist, he tweeted that Trent Alexander-Arnold, it's a matter of time whether he signs a new contract at Liverpool. It's not an if, but a when on Trent Alexander-Arnold's new contract apparently. And Times journalist Paul Joyce, who is a very reliable journalist, he's saying that Arne Slot will look to extend the contracts of Salah, Trent Alexander-Arnold and Virgil van Dijk. And the priority will be for Arne Slot to get these deals wrapped up. And these are some of three of the Liverpool's most important players. You could argue maybe Alisson as well, but these are three of the best and most important Liverpool players, definitely at Anfield. And Paul Joyce is reporting that Liverpool will sit down with Van Dijk and Salah and Trent on a new contract talks. And so far there is no suggestion that any of these players will leave Liverpool at the end of the season. Trent Alexander-Arnold, of course, is the most important one to keep because he's still only 25 years old. He's the icon of Liverpool and he's a boyhood Liverpool fan. He has the most connection, the biggest connection with the Liverpool fans as well. And even though at the time when Jurgen Klopp was announced that he's going to leave, Van Dijk said, "I'm very curious and I have a lot of questions all the time." He probably knows already, but everyone knows our expectations are always huge, as it is about managing that in the right way and getting the maximum out of all the players. And Mo Salah already pretty much confirmed on his Twitter account that he's staying, and Salah is going to be a big part of Arne Slot's new look Liverpool. He already scored 25 goals this season, which is a little bit below his 31 goal a season average that he has averaged across his previous 6 seasons at Liverpool. But I think Salah has hit a really bad run of form at the end of the season, and that's no indication that he will continue to struggle next season, because Arne Slot will play very expensive, very exciting football. But even with Mo Salah staying, if Liverpool want to remain competitive, we need to sign a young winger who can play right winger as well, because somebody needs to deputize, someone needs to back up Mo Salah. On the right wing, we don't have an out-and-out right winger who can play when Salah is injured or he's at AFCON or if he needs a rest. Harvey Elliott can play there, but he's more of a midfielder and he has excelled in his midfield role much more this season. So I really want Liverpool to sign a out-and-out right winger. Liverpool have been linked with Rafinha, the Barcelona player, and Johan Bakayoko of PSV Eindhoven as well. And David David Ornstein is reporting that Mo Salah has indicated so far to Liverpool that he expects to remain at Liverpool for next season, and he has given no indication that he wants to leave before his deal expires, and it's not even certain that he wants to leave once his deal expires, because right now the Saudi League is not attractive to Mo Salah because he's still at the peak of his powers. He's still only 31 years old, and he can still keep going at the top of European football for the next 2 or 3 years at least. So if I was in charge of Liverpool, I would give Mo Salah another 2-year contract. 3-year contract would be too much, but another 2-year contract on top of his current contract would be, I think, sensible. And even the Saudi Pro League, if Ornstein is reporting, they believe that Salah wants to remain at Liverpool for at least one more season, and they have cooled their interest after last summer's very aggressive pursuit. And Liverpool legend Jan Moby has said that Mo Salah's contract situation creates further problem. And Jan Moby refers to Liverpool paying Salah £350,000 per week, shows what Liverpool are willing to pay their biggest stars. So when Trent wants a new contract, Liverpool need to keep his wages very close to Salah. When Virgil van Dijk wants to sign a new contract, Liverpool also need to offer him at least £300,000. Thankfully, we have Matip, who was on like 150k weekly wages, and Thiago on 250k weekly wages. They already left Liverpool, so that frees up around £400,000 per week in wages that Liverpool could add on to Van Dijk, Salah and Trent Alexander-Arnold's wage offers. And of course, Liverpool need to maintain a very competitive and wage structure, and we need to be mindful of what kind of wages we give to Van Dijk, Trent Alexander-Arnold and Mo Salah, because any new player coming in the transfer window, of course, we will prioritize signing young players, but they will look at these stars. And yes, the first contract usually is a pretty low offer. I mean, Luis Diaz, I heard, is on pretty low wages because he was signed from Porto, where even like £100,000 per week wage was more than double or triple his Porto salary. But Luis Diaz usually will ask for higher wages if he wants to extend his contract. At the moment, that's not on the agenda because Luis Diaz still has another 3 years left on his contract. So Liverpool will be very mindful of the contract situations of Mo Salah, and they will offer significant pay rises to Van Dijk, Trent and Mo Salah. It's just a big question. Out of these 3 players, can all 3 accept these contracts? Will they all accept these contracts? Hopefully they will, because that will be a big boost to Arne Slot's Liverpool and Anfield revolution. And Liverpool Echo journalist Paul Gorst has quoted the Feyenoord sporting director Dennis de Kloese, who said Arne Slot has unmistakably left his mark at Feyenoord, showing not only football-loving Netherlands but also beyond the borders what we as a club stand for and what we are capable of. Liverpool gains an exceptional professional. Arne Slot has said, I've incredibly enjoyed these 3 years at Feyenoord, and I have felt very much at home from day one, both within the club and with the supporters. The fact that we reached the European final in that time and won several trophies makes me more than proud. So those are lovely quotes about Arne Slot. And what I absolutely love about Arne Slot is that he already rejected the Chelsea circus. I can't believe that Chelsea sacked Mauricio Pochettino after being the 4th best team Chelsea were in the second half of the season. So in the last 19 games of the Premier League season, Chelsea would have finished in the top 4 if they maintained that form throughout the whole season. So it was an absolutely nonsensical decision to sack Mauricio Pochettino, but Chelsea are run by absolute clowns. And Todd Bowley picked up Arne Slot in a private jet, according to these sources, and for talks about managing Chelsea last summer. So imagine if Arne Slot would have gone to Chelsea instead of Liverpool, then Liverpool would have had to pick a different manager, obviously. Of course, Arne Slot rejected Chelsea, which I absolutely love, and Chelsea instead went for Mauricio Pochettino. And overall, they had a much better season than last season, so I don't understand why Mauricio Pochettino was sacked by Chelsea, but that's their problem. And also I want to give you guys an overview of how Arne Slot will fit into the Liverpool structure going forward, because it will be different next season, than this season. So Arne Slot will be the head coach, not the manager. He won't have as many responsibilities, and he also won't have the exact same role as Jurgen Klopp. He will mainly concentrate on the tactics, the managing the players, motivating the players, doing press conferences, so the football side of things on the pitch. And off the pitch, of course, he will have some roles as well, but his assistant manager will be Sivka Hulslof, coming over from Feyenoord. Ruben Peters will be head of performance, also coming over from Feyenoord. David Woodfine and head Dave Fellows will be assistant sporting director and head of recruitment. William Spirian and Barry Hunter will be Director of Research and Chief Scout. And of course, we already know Michael Edwards is the CEO of football at FSG. He will be, just below FSG at the top of the Liverpool football structure. Richard Hughes will be the sporting director. Julian Ward will be the technical director. We don't know exactly what these roles will mean. I mean, Richard Hughes, we know that he will be, consulting with the scouting and data analysis team, and he will negotiate with players and agents for transfers. Pedro Marques will be the director of football development, so he will be responsible for developing youth academy players and responsible for loaning them out as well. Billy Hogan stays as the chief executive of FSG's international division, and Hughes will be the managing director, and Ben Letty will be the commercial director at FSG. And of course we have Mike Gordon, Tom Werner and John W. Henry as the three cornerstones of FSG, overseeing making the biggest decisions when it comes to FSG. And the Liverpool Echo is reporting that Mo Salah could miss a lot of the pre-season tour because of his part to play in the Olympic Games, because Egypt want to take Salah to the Olympic Games, and that starts after the Euros are finished, so that could be very tricky. Liverpool are going on a pre-season tour to the United States, where we will play my favorite Spanish team, Real Betis. Of course, I'm mainly a Liverpool fan. I just follow some other teams as well. And Egypt are expected to approach Liverpool over releasing Mo Salah for the Olympics. Coach Ruggero Micali saying he definitely wants Salah in his ranks in Paris to play for the Olympics. And Salah is a very proud Egyptian. He loves his country, so he will find it hard to turn it down. I just don't want that the whole Egyptian, Olympic campaign to disrupt Liverpool's season, because Liverpool need to start strong and they need to start well. And the gold medal match takes place on August the 9th, so 1 week before the Premier League season kicks off. So ideally Salah would go on a break now, but then he would miss pretty much the whole of pre-season if Egypt go far in the Olympics. Of course, if they get knocked out in the group stages, then Salah will be back at the beginning of August, so it will be interesting how it goes. And Arne Slot, in one of his farewell interviews, has said that he hopes that he will leave Liverpool in the same way as Jurgen Klopp is leaving Liverpool, or that Arne Slot is leaving Feyenoord, because they both left their clubs on very good terms, adored by the fans. And it was another absolutely iconic, legendary moment of Jurgen Klopp's career, the way he left Liverpool in such a upbeat, very happy atmosphere. It's very rare that a manager leaves a club like this. There must be an incredible lot of things going well to be able to achieve that, Arne Slot acknowledged, of course. But I love already his character. He's very down to earth, very humble, good character, very strong mentality. And he's very confident in his abilities. Otherwise, he wouldn't have taken over as a Liverpool manager, because he knows that this will be his biggest challenge, his biggest job. And Liverpool are one of the biggest clubs in the world. But Feyenoord are also a huge club in the Netherlands. And of course, I don't want to compare, but they are also a very high pressure environment, of course, not the same at the same level, of course, as being a Liverpool manager. And Jurgen Klopp said that he is happy about what he has done at Liverpool. He's not too bothered about not winning more trophies, because he tried absolutely everything. He gave his all every single day, every single hour, every single minute, and he worked to the absolute best of his abilities and his knowledge, and he squeezed everything out of this Liverpool era under Jurgen Klopp, we have been the most successful since the 80s, which says it all, that this was the best era of modern day Liverpool fans. So I'm really excited about the future, and I really hope that you guys enjoyed this new format of a video that I'm trying on our channel. Hopefully it will be successful. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a nice day. See you later. Goodbye.